So it is officially 2012, and you know what that means. It means it has been a complete full year since I started doing video logs. I told myself in 2011 I would do a video log for every week for a whole year, and I did. You might not recognize this place. I moved into an apartment in Hollywood. That's not mine. The cool thing about having video logs for last year is I can really just kind of go back and review what happened in 2011. My video logs as a whole, they went from just being kind of weekly updates to being stuff that actually maybe people might enjoy watching. I've kind of separated my videos into folders now, so each time I release a video, it goes into one of the different categories between like original composition, behind the scenes videos, and release videos. I did a bunch of different video logs. One was even saying my top Charlie Sheen quotes. That was actually my most watched one to date. So if you only watched one video log this whole year, this is the one to watch. Let's get started and let's review the year that was 2011. I graduated from college, UC Santa Barbara, with high honors. And this was a great moment. I actually had a video log commemorating the whole experience. And that seems like so long ago. Definitely different living in a real city and not in a bubble of all college-age people, which is something I miss. Film-wise, we started out making A Glimpse of Death. That was the first thing I filmed in 2011. I still have yet to release it. The song that I made, again, is my first original composition that I wrote, but the film, while not released, I might cut together and release it soon. My buddy Sasha Feldman, he acted in it, wrote it, and I directed it, but there's still some shots we need to get. So the next big project that I had coming up was Ready Fight. Now I made this kind of on a whim. This was around the same time I was developing the idea for my reel out to be made, which was eventually turned out to be Silent Heart. But Ready Fight was a kind of, Kyle Thompson and I were in an elevator, and we kind of were making some funny things because this elevator was kind of weird, and it ended up leading to this kind of really random idea that I decided to shoot and put together in a weekend. And it ended up winning Judge's Choice at the local digital film festival. And I released it this year as well on the internet, so you can watch that. I did the same kind of thing as I did the year before, because the year before I'd made Lukewarm, and then that was a big production, and Administration was my kind of release, little fun little video I made. This is the same kind of thing. So Silent Heart was my big short film of the year, and I still have yet to release that online. It'll be released hopefully in the coming months. There's a couple festivals it's waiting to hear back on. Until then, you can see the trailer. Now, Silent Heart was one of my first movies I've actually written and directed, and I think it turned out quite well. The music, which is by my buddy Leo Kaliski, is absolutely amazing. I think the film, which was shot in 16mm, looked great, and I think it was one of the first movies I made which the purpose behind it was to kind of create emotion, or to have the audience feel something for these characters. I think when you watch it, hopefully it kind of sparks some kind of passion inside of you. This was also the year I started to take acting more seriously, and I started taking classes and acted in a play and then actually a short film as well, a couple short films. Still not to be short on video projects. I released and shot, so I released Blackout Detective Season 2, which was kind of a reboot of the whole series, and shot Season 3. So then I graduated college, you know, the big event, and I was free. No longer any school to look forward to or any kind of place to be, so I went home for a little bit, and I knew, as most people knew, that I was inevitably going to end up in LA, so I decided, you know, to go visit LA for a week and a half. And on the way there, I stopped in Santa Barbara, and one of my friends, Brent, when I was stopping by one of the sets of a movie he was working on, convinced me to make this idea that I had for a while, which was an alternate ending to the Harry Potter series. So on the week I was in LA, shot it, and I went back home and edited it together and released it. And to date, it's one of my most successful videos I've uploaded. Around that same time, I got a job, thanks to a reference from my friend Jameson, as an assistant editor on a feature film that's now called Super Athlete. It used to be called Sports 7. And then I was working on the feature film full time for a few weeks before I decided I wanted to make another video in the same kind of light as the Harry Potter one. So Travis Bowles and I got together with my friend Cozy and a couple other friends that did improv, and we all kind of hashed out a script. So that was another video. So I've turned my focus towards the latter half of the year. I stopped doing short films, and I started focusing more on videos that would get an audience, that already had a built-in audience, like Harry Potter, Star Wars. And then, as I said, that's when I started uploading tutorials, because these were all very effects-heavy videos. And then actually the most recent video that I released was my extreme shakeway video, which is something we shot last spring. Addison and I were working for Rec Sports, and that's a whole nother topic, and a whole nother section of videos that I haven't shared in this, but extreme shakeweighting we made, but it was kind of deemed too scandalous to be posted. So I was finally able to re-edit it and post it for you guys. And that's where we are. There's a lot of big projects coming up in 2012. I've decided, as far as videologs go, I'm gonna stop doing them weekly, and instead I'm gonna do them when I have something to say. I'll be taking the time to not post ones that are kind of just placeholders. So, hope you enjoyed that long summary of my life of the last year. I kind of miss college, a lot about it. Definitely miss Santa Barbara, but this has been really exciting down in LA so far. And there's gonna be some more exciting things coming up, so get excited. That's for you, Devin.